All right, guys. So we're on the topic of K series here tonight. So I'm gonna throw that out here real quick. Somebody asked me the other day, or somebody gave me their build list and their numbers, the dyno numbers, and it wasn't looking like what it should have been. And he was asking like if maybe the RBC cam gear was or the lack of one was holding it back. He had an RBB cam gear, and yeah, I think it was. There was I think a year or so back, I was watching some shit that Four Piston put out. And you know, guys, they have an engine dyno in-house that they test all their shit on. They test all their engines on. And one of the things they were talking about was RBC intake manifold upgrade without using the RBC cam gear. So if you upgrade your VTC to the 50 degree, if you do not upgrade your VTC to the 50 degree and you bolt on the RBC intake manifold, you're potentially taking away power from you. Like they saw on the dyno the results without upgrading that they lost horsepower. I can't point back to the specific video, but I know for a fact that's all that. They were saying that so if you're going to upgrade your intake manifold, then you want to do it in tandem with the cam gear. That's a P&D. But for those of you guys that don't know, the P&D is the first generation RBC cam gear, or the first generation 50 degree cam gear. Yeah, there's two versions of the cam gear, P&D and RBC. They are both 50 degree. And the RBC cam gear, guys, from my junkyard searches, come on multiple engines. It's hard to definitively say which ones, but even some of the K24 base models have the RBC cam gear on them. I've had people like to jump in and like, oh, this one has it. Well, I've been to the junkyard rummaging through heads for a whole bunch of times looking for some things, like even certain rocker arms. You know, people like to say that this head for sure, this chassis for sure has those rocker arms, but I've looked at two of the same car that should have had the same rocker arms and didn't. So I'm not 100% sure which one goes. You have to search the entire fucking yard and hope you get lucky if you're searching like that. Go through row after row after row, and when on the rare times you find them, like it's like digging through oysters for a pearl, digging for pearls through oysters, you know, hoping that every time you crack one of those motherfuckers open that you're gonna get one. I haven't gone on a junkyard run in a long time. My small item orders kind of slowed down, so like I had the last time I stockpiled, I wound up with a couple extra, and nobody really asked for them. So when people stop asking for them, I stopped going to look. Maybe it's because we're at the end of the year and we're slowing down because the holidays are coming up, or maybe it's just because I haven't really been trying to push to advertise or whatnot. But I guess I know I'm kind of hijacking this video, but it's a short topic. But there's other thing I want to throw out there is, like, I have a lot of people ask me all the time, well, what do you have ready to go? What do you have ready to go? Well, I've tried to make the move to K-Series because K-Series is more readily available nowadays, guys, and they make more power. And I know people are still kind of clinging on to the old shit because they think it's a lot cheaper, even though I've already, beat a dead horse about how K-Series swaps aren't expensive anymore. I guess people get, intimidated by it because they're still looking at the price of the ECU or whatnot, thinking that that's going to be so expensive. But anyway, that's besides the point. The whole thing is, what I was trying to get at is, people ask me all the time, what do I have ready to go? Like, I have engine blocks just piled up all over the place. Well, I have a small problem right now where I have 2 complete long blocks and I have 2 complete short blocks, and actually 3 complete short blocks. And they're not selling, and some of them I've had forever. Like, I've had the 2 long blocks for over a year. I've had the short block for over 2 years, and the recent short block that I just put together that I thought for sure would sell. And this is why I can't keep inventory, especially now. I emptied out my storage place, so all my shit's at home. And I'm trying to keep things out of the weather. I'm building engines in my fucking spare bathroom now because my shed that I was building engines is completely full. I can't move in there anymore at all. I can't put any more engines on any stands in there. So it's kind of hard to not do anything to order because I don't have space to stash things anymore. So I can't just build an engine on it, spend money on an engine block, and then stash it hoping that someday somebody's going to buy one. Because at the end of the day, guys, if I'm selling a block for $1,550, you talk about 100 plus goes to 100 plus goes to shipping alone, and then several $100s goes to parts. So if I'm waiting 2 years to sell an engine block, to make $700 or $800, it's just not worth the investment in space and time. and money on my side. You know, it's a long time to wait for that kind of return. So I have to stick by the whole build to order because it doesn't make any sense. I thought for sure that K20 would sell. Nobody's even asked about it. So now I'm stuck with a fresh built short block with all brand new shit that I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with. Put it somewhere and hope it doesn't fucking get rust from moisture. But anyway, there might be a couple things. There's a couple things I'm considering doing as far as a built, pre-built type deal. Single cams have come back in favor again, and now I have a very, very consistent plug on single cams. And that consistent plug has left me with a surplus of single cams I'm not doing anything with. So I really would like to sell these high compression ones, but again, if nobody asks for them, I'm coming out of pocket for parts that I might sell, hopefully in a block. So I might. Wow, the TV's rude. Oh wow. So I might fucking do some turbo D series short block type deals because I have the stuff on hand and it's not going to rate my pockets too bad to get the parts for those. It's just it's a contemplation. I don't know for sure. It's not a guaranteed thing, but the one that I can say for sure is the only thing that you guys are ever going to catch me on hand that are pre-built, that are ready to go, are going to be piston swapped K series and single cams. And the single cams might be a short-lived thing. Piston swap K series because I can literally order a set of pistons and use stock rods, and then there's an engine. Bits, pistons, and bearings at least, and use stock rods. Right now, somebody ordered a Little Spartan. For those of you that don't know or don't remember, the Little Spartan is a base model K24 with RRC pistons. If you don't remember, the RRC pistons give you 13.5-to-1 compression with an RBB head, this one, or it gives you 12.5-to-1 compression with a K20 head. And either of those is a recipe for 300 wheel horsepower in A. So I think the total price for that engine block is like $1,100 if I don't need to do machine work. It was specifically picked to be a budget build. I got to double check my price on that. But yeah, that is something that could be done. That could be something to be done relatively quickly. I'm doing my single cam work now. This way, if you see me talk about it on Instagram, I'm cutting my single cam blocks. But next week, I'm going to be putting together a Little Spartan. So base model rods with RRC pistons, fresh rebuild. Now, again, remember guys, Kyle's VTEC Killer base model low compression block made 210 wheel horsepower. With a base model engine, VTEC Killer, that's it, right? VTEC Killer bolt-ons. So homeboy here getting this block, if he goes with a straight R, K24, he gets himself a 13.5 compression engine. And I would rate those rods for 300 horsepower all day. So yeah, you guys, you don't have to spend a fuck ton of money to have a high horsepower K24. You don't have to go rods for the K24. Even for the K20, you could use stock rods for that and still net some horsepower. It's just that the added displacement from the K24 is going to give you a lot, it's a lot bigger numbers at the end of the day. But you can still make good power on the K20. I think Kenny's stock ass K20 that made fucking 230 with bolt-ons and decapped fucking, what's that shit called? Injectors. It goes to show that. So don't sleep on the K20, guys. The K20 is still a useful engine. Anyway, it's just I just wanted to throw that out there as a little update. This whole extra shit that I've talked about for 8 minutes, I didn't plan on that. My bad. But hopefully it still gives you all some insight on what's going on here, what to expect when shopping. And that's it, guys. Social media links in the description down below. If you sign up to Patreon, guys, even as little as $1 a month, $12 a year can get you decent sized discounts with me. Discounts vary by level of, whatever level that you sign up for, and also the dollar amount. So check that out or hit me up if you're curious. And peace. Thanks for watching.